is TheFrXion or Tiger Tank 1-2, however you want to call me, I don't really care. I caught a cold, so I'm still a bit sick. I just wanted to talk about this real quick, and it's the first kind of sneak peek at flamethrower tanks that are becoming in the future. They're currently on the Super Test server, and they're on the Lesta World of Tanks, so this might not be coming to World of Tanks EU or NA or Asia, but we know that the Russian server is currently testing out flamethrower tanks. Now, we're going to be talking about the concept of flamethrower tanks, and we're going to be talking about what at least what I think of the idea. I don't want to keep you guys too long. I just want to start this video also because I don't have a very good and strong voice right now. So let's take a look. So it's a tier 8. We don't know the name yet. It's probably a premium. Damage per flamethrower shot is 560 damage. So if you hit somebody with a flamethrower, it's going to do 560 damage. But there's probably a caveat depending on how much armor you have. They have to do something like that, right? Maximum firing distance is 150 meters, so your flamethrower is not going to be very effective at longer distances. So I'm expecting tanks that have a lot of frontal armor, that they're going to be just pushing into positions, and they're just going to throw over their flamethrowers, you know? So aim time is 3 seconds, clip reload time is 20 seconds. This is really weird. Which flamethrower has an aim time? Like, where do they get these numbers? Why do you need a aim time for a flamethrower? You just point and you shoot and the flame comes out, right? Doesn't matter. Wargaming and their or Leicester Studios and their really weird ideas of what these things are like. So damage per flamethrower shot, I really want to talk about that. If you're in a hull down position, like if you're close by and they can just shoot over a rock, like will they do 560 damage to you? I'm not entirely sure how this is going to be working, but does it have to be a clean hit? Because it would be really unfair. Is there also RNG to it, like 560 all the way to 720 or 30 damage, or you drop all the way down to maybe 390 damage? Is there a possibility of 25% minus or plus RNG? Like, there are a lot of questions here because this is really weird. I haven't thought about flamethrower tanks at all. So the intro clip of flamethrower shots is 4 seconds, and you have 3 shots in total in a clip. So basically what you can do is you can do 1,680 damage with 3 shots, and you have to wait 4 seconds in between those clips, like when they fill in a new tank or something like that. This is really weird. And there's dispersion, 2.5 meters. Okay, dispersion is pretty huge. As you can see, it's very large, so you're not going to be pinpoint accurate. And at 150 meters, I'm not entirely sure how this is going to work. I've seen how flamethrower tanks operate in footage, but I don't really see them being effective against armor. At least I don't really think it's going to be effective on armor. Horizontal gun traverse is 10 degrees. I don't know what the second is, like gun depression elevation angles is 5 degrees negative, 20 degrees of elevation, so that seems fair. It would have been fun if the elevation was higher. Does the flame drop down? Because is it just going to be like a flame that they shoot, or is it going to be like a real stream? Like, these flamethrower tanks, how they work, the Zippo tanks that shoot like a stream that goes down and is on fire because it's like a petrol, like a mixture that is set on fire and then fired towards the targets. Turret traverse limit is 30 degrees to the left, 30 degrees to the right, so you're not going to have like a full 360 degrees. I'm not even sure if you have a turn or not. Depends on what kind of vehicle it is, right? Top speed is 50 kph going forward, 20 kph in reverse. 700 horsepower engine, 20 horsepower per ton on the vehicle, so it's actually not too bad. It's actually quite fast. If you can also add a turbo, it's going to be quite mobile. Hull traverse is 46 degrees per second. Not too bad either. We don't know if this is a heavy tank, a medium, or a tank destroyer, or a light tank. We don't know that. And we don't know if it's a line or just a premium tank that you're going to be playing, and if it's going to lead towards a line eventually. It only has 1,200 HP, but it has 190 millimeters of frontal hull armor, 90 on the side and 8 degrees on the back. And yeah, you only penetrate 85 millimeters. So if you do not have the penetration, do you still do damage? Is it like a high explosive shell? I'm a bit confused. So the flame does 85 millimeters of penetration. View range is 300 meters. Okay, that's pretty bad. Signal range is 730 meters. Or millimeters. I'm not entirely sure what they want to do here. But I'm a bit confused. I'm not sure if Wargaming and World of Tanks needs flamethrower tanks now. I know War Thunder just added the Calliope. No, it's not the Calliope. It's the Crocodile, the Churchill Crocodile. And that flamethrower on the Churchill Crocodile is a little bit of it's a fun gimmick, but it doesn't add a lot to the game. You can burn down like unarmored vehicles, but having to get as close as you have to with the flamethrower, usually you get knocked out by the tanks before you reach their target, especially since the Churchill Crocodile is really, really slow. No, it's not called the Crocodile, it's the Churchill... is it the Alligator? I'm not entirely sure, it has a different name. Is it the Crocodile? I'm not entirely sure. Either way, I'm not sure if this is needed in World of Tanks. What do you guys think? This is a bit weird and it's a bit confusing to me. Either way, see you guys in the next video. Until then, have a good one.